2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got Smith, Trey Murphy out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Miles Turner, and it's the captain in at the point guard position. And for Toronto, we've got Barnes, and it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. Rivalry games, Grant, always extra spicy, especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Here's Skinny. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Pass to Nembhard. Clock at 6. Here's Skinny. This one for 3. They get it again. The bulldozer gets the bucket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo, left side. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
And you think about the value of continuity, Clark. A new coaching staff for these Bucks, but the roster has had plenty of time to develop chemistry.
Well, I'll tell you what, Giannis is at the center of everything they do, B.A., including winning that championship. Not many conflicting personalities certainly helps, and these guys are well molded together.
Here's the captain, following the bucket by the Raptors. Here's Smith. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Skinny. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Smith no good. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Barnes passes to the bulldozer. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Now here's Smith. The rebound by Nembhard.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Driving to the basket. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Skinny passes to the bulldozer. Pass to Skinny. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The officials were right on top of that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Antetokounmpo against Barnes. Antetokounmpo, bam! Antetokounmpo has got his third basket on the night right there.
You know, when you're talking about guys who can score over anybody, Antetokounmpo's name always comes up. So hard to defend.
And again, no good by Toronto. Out to the right wing. Here's the captain. And that one no good to start off the night. Here's Skinny. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, and a vicious dunk by... Barnes. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Pass to Smith. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's the bulldozer. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. Here's the captain. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Turner. And he banks in the layup.
And I said...
Good shot. Good board. Oh. Oh, that was me. That's my fault.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo is out there with Trey Murphy. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's the captain. And it's Smith in at the two-guard spot. And for Toronto, Barnes out there with the bulldozer. And there's Skinny. Then there's Lights Out. And it's Nembhard in at the two spot. And still so much, Greg, to learn about these teams. When do we get a sense of a team's true identity?
Well, not this early in the season. I'd say at least a quarter of the way through it. That's when you kind of get a sense of a squad's chemistry.
Here's Andrews. That one rolling around and rims out. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Andrews. Here's Toronto, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Smith outside. Antetokounmpo up top. Covered by Barnes. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And so it's Milwaukee now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Covered by Barnes. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Trey Murphy III could probably knock him down from the line with his eyes closed.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Smith. Out to the right wing. And the pass to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Barnes. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Here's the captain. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break Toronto. Here's Lee. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to the captain. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Lee with the steal. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys.
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And Barnes sends it back.
What an effort from Scotty, an impact player on both ends.
Here's Andrews. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. It's deflected. And here's Smith. Turner trying to free himself up. Smith's shot is good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
If we look at the Raptors, replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. No good from the wing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Here's Andrews. And he dunks it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes sliding it down.
Yes, sir. Scotty Barnes taking flight.
Here's the captain. 17 points for him last game against Miami.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's the captain. Still yet to score, and he comes up with the deuce.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
And here are the numbers for Turner. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 7 rebounds and just over 2 blocks. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
And also, his defensive performance can be measured by the lack of offensive stats put up against him.
Connects from three-point range. And it's 8 points for Skinny.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
The captain with the bucket.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Now here's Lee. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Smith. Out to Lee, 6 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good. Giannis with it, guarded now by Barnes. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to the captain. Shoots it up. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. The captain's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The pass to Lee. Andrews passes to Lee. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Raptors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's the captain. He's got 6. Covered by Lee. Lee with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Scotty Barnes is an effective offensive weapon, which is why he gets defenders to foul him.
Barnes hits them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Passes it to the captain. Knocked away. Outside Antetokounmpo. He with the block. Out left to the wing. Nembhard's shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 6.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the rejection by Smith. Now here's Dosunmu, covered by Lee. Portis, the pass to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Smith. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so here's Toronto. They lead by 4. Here's Andrews. He's got 8. From 20 feet out, drained for 2 points. Skinny's got 10 points in the game.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Smith right side. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Nembhard. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's White. Last time out he had 13 points. Now here's Dosunmu. Just 4 to shoot. From the corner. White, good.
The defense did everything they could do. Kobe White's jumper is just too tough to stop.
A guy who gives his team, Steve, a ton of energy out on the floor is Kobe White.
Kevin, he's definitely a spark plug, pushing the pace and trying to fire up his guys. Players love having someone like that on the floor with them.
1:30 left in the first. Here's the three. Barnes grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower. And there's a foul against Milwaukee.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
First free throw is good, and the Raptors making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Bucks trail by 10. There's the steal. Fast break Toronto. And that one's good. Andrew. Skinny's got 12 in the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Andrews passes to Andrews. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Andrews, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 14.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's White. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Andrews. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And so it's Toronto enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Kobe White is out there with the captain. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward.
Excellent move to score the basketball despite a weak pick.
Here's Andrews. And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Smitty, back in the 2001-2 season, you led the NBA in three-point shooting. Over 47% from deep. Did you play in the wrong era?
I don't think so, Kevin, but I do wish at times I could have played a few seasons in this era. That season, I only took about 3 trades per game. Now, I'd be taking like 15, Kevin.
Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. The Bulldozers got rebound number 8 now on the night. And that one's good. Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili has got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors. That 3 off the mark. After shooting about 59% from the floor offensively, they've been running without a hitch. Buries it down low. Mamukelashvili has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
The pass to Dick. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. White with the defensive effort. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Raptors leading by 13. Lee passes to Mamukelashvili. Here's Andrews. There's the triple. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And so many different ways Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
Now here's Dosunmu. Hasn't made one yet. Here's the captain. A fader. And Lee pulls it down.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to see. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Number 4. One shot.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Andrews passes to Mamukelashvili. Here's Dick. Light covering. Dick can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 15. It's White on the wing. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the captain. Rebound by Andrews. The Bulldozers got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Andrews. Light covering. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mamukelashvili has got 6 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, load management is among the new buzzwords around the league. Now, Adam Silver says maybe on top of your typical guaranteed contracts, some incremental money should be based on number of games played and results of those games. That's how most industries work. Kevin, we've seen changes with that. league now mandates 65 games played during a season to qualify for most individual awards.
David, I'm a fan of it. It's a step-by-step process, but they've got to do something. It looks like they are. Thanks so much for the report. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bucks passing it around. "18 feet out. The shot that time, not on target."
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Count the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's White after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's the captain. He's got 11. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 13.
In this period, they're beating him, and he's feeling it.
Andrews passes to Andrews. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Unloads from 9. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Milwaukee with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Here's the captain. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Andrews. 19 points in the game. Basket good. Skinny's got 21.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They gotta be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Different look for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for Dosunmu. And Smith subbed in for White. Here's the captain. He's got 18. Kicks it out to Giannis. Knocked loose. Lee with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
Here's the captain. And Lee pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Here's Andrews. Tick in the corner. It's stolen by Smith. To the inside. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Here's Nembhard. His last outing, he had 8 points. Right wing. Here's Andrews. Carries it from three-point range. Skinny's got 12 now in this quarter.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
And that one's good. Barnes has got 6 points.
A tremendous finisher in close. Scotty Barnes is physical and he's explosive.
A 3-ball. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Pass to Andrews. The kick out to Barnes. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's the captain. 18 points for him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Over in the corner, Lee. Oh, good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now here's Young. 17 points for him last game against Miami.
His scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for 2.
Throw good. Giannis.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
And both free throws good for Giannis. Here's Andrews, and he has 28 points for the game. Kicks to Barnes. Here's Nembhard over to the left wing. Sinks the triple. 31 points for Skinny.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Covered by Lee. Deep, Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Raptors. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. All the officials are all over that one.
For Toronto, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Milwaukee's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Here's Nembhard. Barnes, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Andrews. 33 points for him. And that one's good. Andrews. The Bulldozers got 6 points in the quarter.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Nembhard, the pass to Barnes. Here's Nembhard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's the captain. 18 points for him. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
23 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Andrews. Puts up a deep three. And So it's the Toronto Raptors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Doc, how do you win this game?
I tell you, every quarter we've had a 2-minute stretch where, guys are playing hard. They're trying to win. But you got to win together by running your stuff. And we're trying to make it up, and the turnovers are killing us right now.
I know you call that hero ball. Thanks, Doc. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And Shaq, what do you think about Milwaukee?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Looking at the Bucks, GA, they've made the playoffs every year since 2017.
And Kevin, as long as Giannis is at the helm, that streak should continue for a while. He's arguably the best player in the world. Guys want to play with this kid.
They've got the bulldozer. Scotty Barnes is out there with Lee, and there's Skinny. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Andrews passes to Barnes. It's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Lee, that's good. Lee's got 8.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
The captain, no good.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look. Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Outside Turner jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Lee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low, Barnes. And it's Barnes stealing it down.
Good instincts by Scotty to pull down the board and put it right back up.
To end the run, the captain, no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Timeout called the Bucks. 8 playoff appearances, Steve, in the last 10 years. Just seems like a matter of time before the Raptors catch fire again.
You know, Kevin, every team is 1 or 2 acquisitions away. They may just get one of these guys and spark a deep playoff run.
Who's providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for Milwaukee.
And the guards doing what they can to create some offense. Sometimes that's what it takes to climb back into a game. That commitment to share the ball and trust your teammates, it can help you weather some early struggles.
Now here is Smith. 10 points for him. Got it despite fading back a bit. Smith's got 12 in the game.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Toronto.
Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Turner trying to free himself up.
Andrews. That's his second personal foul. First game foul.
The Bucks shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
Number 4.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Toronto leading by 19 points. Andrews passes to Barnes. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Nembhard. Trains it from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run.
Jesse Andrews.
Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's the captain. He's got 24. Here he goes. Rebound by Andrews. The Bulldozers got his 16th rebound on the night. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest things NBA referees are asked to judge are carrying violations. The ball comes to rest at mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve Kerr says they've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. Here's Andrews. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Looking to end the run. Lee with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Barnes looking around. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Andrews. Shoots the three. Offensive rebound. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
Now here's Barnes. 13 points in the game. Lee against Smith. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here's the captain. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. On the wing, Giannis. Another shot, and Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the paint, here's Nembhard. scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 12.
This is how lethal Murphy can be from downtown and why defenses must guard him tighter.
And there's the pass to Andrews. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Here's the captain. 24 points for him. Inside. Got a piece of it. Lee with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Finished off the break. Nembhard's got 17 now.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by Barnes. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Nembhard, the pass to Barnes. Here's Andrews. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. Smith outside. Passes it to the captain. Back to Smith. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
He lobs it up, and that one is stuffed right through.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's the captain, driving to the basket. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The Bulldozers got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Lee, rebounded by the Bucks.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Here's Andrews. Here's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Here's Barnes, pocket 6, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. A floater, and it's finished off inside by Smith. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
And checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Coming off a terrific season. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage, able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Here's Nembhard, 17 points in the game. Pass to Andrews. The kick out to Barnes. Pulls it up. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Here's the captain. Got it. Good job in the low post. The captain's got 28.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
The feed to Lee. Over Smith. No good from Lee.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
Toronto's got the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Shoots. A rebound by the Bucks. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Assist goes to
Smith's got 5 assists in the game. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor, that's when you lose momentum.
Here's Nembhard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second.
Now, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Fifth is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
2.
First one falls for him. And Toronto making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Both good from the line that time. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Dix checked in for the Raptors. The Bucks also changing it up. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dosunmu comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Kobe White in for Smith.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Here's the captain, and he has 28 points for the game. The tray, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Murphy wants to keep accepting a big role in this offense. Gotta appreciate his confidence.
Here's Andrews. 43 points in the game.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. The captain passes to Turner. It's good. Turner's got his first bucket in this one.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Now here's Dosunmu. Rebound by Andrews. Pass to Andrews. With 4 seconds on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup. The Bulldozers got 12 now in this quarter.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
And so it's Toronto with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
The little mistakes, the only reason they got this lead, you knew they were going to come out hard, all right? Even with that, it's more our mistakes that are getting them this lead, all right? We want to attack right here.
And it makes a lot of sense. You want to attack every possession you get, and Doc Rivers certainly doesn't want turnovers to derail those efforts.
And guys, it's a fine line between playing aggressive and playing out of control. That's the trap that a coach wants to keep his team from falling into.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Dosunmu. Trey Murphy is out there with Turner. Then it's White, and it's the captain in at the point. And stolen by Barnes. The pass to Lee. And that one, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game. And loving the strategy, even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
The captain, no good.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
To the paint, here's Andrews. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. The Bulldozers got 18 points now here in the second half.
Jesse Andrews.
Here's the captain. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Andrews passes to Andrews. Shoots over Turner. And again, it's Toronto converting.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's the captain. He kicks to White. And Steve, with the way these NBA players can reach out to each other with ease, how much off-court communication do you think is going on?
I think a lot is going on, Kevin. A lot of these players have been playing with each other or against each other from a long time since they were young in AAU. Because of social media and also the internet, it makes the world that much smaller. These guys communicate way more than we did.
And that one's good. Andrew.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Passes to Dosunmu. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
And the first one drops. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Giannis comes in for Trey Murphy. And Smith subbed in for the captain. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Pass to Barnes. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. No good from Lee. Milwaukee's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Count that one.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
Dick passes to Barnes. Here's Andrews. Misses the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Giannis drives in.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Here's Andrews. White covering. Pass to Dick. So, Smitty, here we are. Between your TV, your smartphone, your tablet, you can watch any NBA game anytime you want to.
Kevin, it's awesome. The ability to watch multiple games at once is really great for fans. And, hey, we're all fans first and foremost.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tenacious inside play from Kobe. Gets the shot off and a trip to the line.
At the line for the Bucks, Kobe White, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
It's good to have a player like White on your squad. Versatile, can play a lot of different roles depending on the need.
And the Raptors making a change here. Nembhard's checked in. And both free throws good for White. Here's Andrews. On the wing, Lee puts up a deep 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Now here is Smith. The shot, no good. Lee passes to Nembhard. Here's Andrews, and he makes that one. Skinny's got 4 this quarter.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Now the pass to Dosunmu. The shot's good from Smith. And that's 20 points for Smith. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Passes it to Andrews. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And so it's Milwaukee now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Dosunmu, the pass to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good, 2 points. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
High arcing shot, and he lays it up and in. Nembhard's got 21 in the game.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Barnes against Antetokounmpo. Over Barnes. Antetokounmpo, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Dosunmu, guarded closely. Greg, we heard Giannis after last year's playoffs. He was asked whether his season was a failure. Is that a fair term to throw around?
Kevin, I think it's all semantics. You know, whether you say failure, falling short, unsuccessful, disappointing, they all amount to pretty much the same thing.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Speaking of Bobby Portis, he's going to fight, he's going to scrap, he's going to give you maximum effort every night.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Trey Murphy comes in for Dosunmu, and the captain subbed in for Kobe White. And Portis drains both of them. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Barnes passes to Lee. Over Smith. And there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second
personal checked in for the Bucks.
Third team foul. In for the Bucks, Miles Turner.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And there's the drive. The captain. It's deflected. They recover it. Giannis up top. Covered by Barnes. He was all alone on that one. 21 points in the game.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Pass to Andrews. Over Turner. Andrews, no good.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Andrews following the basket by Giannis. And it's sent back by Turner. They get it back. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Good. That's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
With the drive. Oh, that's blocked. To the middle. Intercepted. Covered by Barnes. Toronto grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Good work there as it goes. Nembhard's got 4 points this quarter. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Swiped away. Andrews passes to Nembhard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Clearly a foul.
What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Well, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The captain, count it. That's now 32 points for the captain.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
There's the pass to Andrews. Good work defensively by Turner. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Passes it to the captain. Turner inside.
2 minutes.
Here's the captain.
Regulation time.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Skinny.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
What I like about Murphy, he generates offense in a number of ways.
Trey Murphy, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Good on both. Here's Nembhard. There's the drive. Pass to Andrews. The rebound by Turner.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's the captain. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.